I'm Paul Comfort, and we are in the capital city of Texas, Austin, where everything is bigger. Their transit system has one of the biggest growth programs going on in the country right now. New light rail, new BRT, new on-demand transit, all being led by CEO Dottie Watkins and her team. They'll take us and show us what's happening on their construction sites and at the Operations Control Center. The barbecue, some of the best in the nation. Some might say the best in the nation. But of course, them's are fighting words in Kansas City and Memphis. But today, here in Austin, we're gonna almost tempt you to taste that food yourself with a special guest from the Food Network. And finally, the music. We can't leave Austin without giving you a listen and a taste of the music scene here in Austin. It's like none other. All on this episode of Transit Unplugged TV. You can't visit Austin, Texas without a taste of their barbecue. They focus on big, beef, and brisket. We tried it all at Terry Black's Barbecue, and we brought in Ali Khan from the Food Network to tell us why it's so special. Ali, we're at the famous Terry Black's in Austin. Doesn't get much better than this. With a plate where they say, "Where's the beef?" It's here.
Yep.
And so tell me what is special about the barbecue here in Austin.
Well, I mean, you pretty much hit it, right? So, I mean, first of all, what you're looking at is a whole lot of beef, which is pretty much how Texas likes to do it. This is the Texas Trinity: brisket, pork ribs, and sausage. Now, this sausage is really important because that speaks to the Czech heritage, which immigrants from Czechoslovakia came to Texas in the 1800s. But this platter is a +1 because we got, I mean, there's ribs. Go ahead and pick up that rib.
All right.
There's ribs, and then there's
Holy!
a Texas rib.
All right, we're back where all the magic happens here with the two owners of Terry Black's Barbecue. So what makes, I mean, this place is phenomenal. First off, we just had an amazing meal. What makes your barbecue so special, would you say?
Oh, that's a loaded question. What makes it so special? Probably, highest quality beef we use, prime product, Central Texas, post oak, and really the labor and the love that goes into making our product. That's the secret. That's the magic.
How is it that you guys are able to deliver what I consider, the top tier barbecue, but at your volume?
I think that is the most kind of unique thing about this restaurant, and luckily it's not he and I anymore. It takes a full staff. These guys out here in the pits, it'll be 150 degrees in there, and they're cooking 24/7, 363 days a year.
Yeah.
So to be able to do it, it takes time management, and it takes an incredible staff, and just a lot of hard work, like Mike said. When you get to this production level, a lot of places would sail out and kind of use rotisseries and all that. We don't really do that.
The competition. I mean, you turn your head and somebody's just opened up a new spot, constantly trying to innovate it, bringing in something new. I mean, we're just in a golden age right now.
Doesn't need sauce, it speaks for itself.
It's tender enough you can eat it with a spoon.
Passionate people cooking for Texans. Good big cows, too. They make a lot of good beef.
Welcome to Austin, Paul.
Thanks, and thanks for a great dinner tonight.
Man, again, where's the beef, man?
That's
There's a lot of
right,
beef
yeah.
there. There's a little bit there, so.
Tell us some about CapMetro, the transit system that serves this whole region, and a little bit of how you got here.
Okay, well, CapMetro is a growing agency. It's very typical of most agencies. It's this great blend of seasoned people that have been doing it for a while and younger people who are coming up and learning. One thing true, this is my 5th agency. I started 30 some odd years ago at New York City Transit. And
I can tell by that accent.
Just a little bit of an accent.
You still got a little bit of New York in there, man, yeah.
One thing rings true about the industry, at CapMetro especially, as well as throughout the industry, is we all care about what we do.
Yeah.
We all care about the customer and the community. And because of that, we share things. We share things at work, we share things that don't work. And the overall industry itself, even though the agency has got a real good family atmosphere, we care about each other, but even the industry has got like a really good family atmosphere.
Yes,
we do care about it, and we make friends, and those friends stay forever. I mean, it's a big industry, but a small industry.
When in Texas, you need boots and a cowboy hat. So we visited one of their most famous stores for both and tried them on. For boots, pick your style, check your size, and then put them on. Same for cowboy hats. Pick your style, check your size, and then put them on. Man, it feels so right. Dottie, thanks for having us out here.
Thank you so much for coming. We're so excited to have you here.
Tell us where we're at and a little about what's going on here.
Yeah, so we are at our McCalla station. It is the future station. We haven't, as you can see, we haven't quite finished building it yet. But this is the station that will serve the Q2 Stadium where the Austin FC plays. And we're very excited to get the work done this year so that we can be in service for the 2024 soccer season.
Awesome. And this is part of a larger ongoing project you've got going on here in Austin that everyone in the country's talking about. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Project Connect is a program of projects that defines the transit expansion vision for Central Texas. And so there's a lot of components to it. Improvements to our red line, which is our commuter rail line that we're adjacent to right now, are the first things that are getting built under that program. We're also building 2 new Metro Rapid BRT light lines that are currently under construction. They'll open in a little over a year. And then the kind of big money of the program is 2 new light rail lines. It'll be the first light rail lines in Austin. We're very excited. Those are currently getting their environmental review done for NEPA, and so we'll be hitting the ground running very soon on those.
Sharmila, thanks for having us out here. Tell us about what you do here at CapMetro. What's happening with this big Project Connect?
As you know, Paul, transportation and land use, they go hand in hand. And in support, with FTA's support, we were able to get 4 consecutive grants, TOD planning grants, to be able to move forward equitable transit-oriented framework. And with support of that grant and our local funding match, we are coming up with this TOD toolkit, equitable TOD framework and land use regulations that would change the face of Austin.
Well, I'm excited about completing the project on time and within budget.
Yes, connecting the people with disabilities and the elderly.
I'm excited about connecting communities to jobs, opportunities, and overall events here in Central Texas.
I think my favorite part is that this is going to be a chance for the next generation of Austin to see an entirely different city than the generation that's here right now.
It's our opening of our Q2 station.
Well, I'm excited that we'll be able to plug pickup in our efforts to bring transit services to areas of town that have been underserved in the past.
We're under the Congress Avenue Bridge, and around sunset, thousands of bats will fly out. Mexican free-tailed bats will come out from under there, and you'll see them all fly away. It's been doing this since the 1980s. It's a maternity colony under that bridge, and they raise about 750,000 baby bats a year here under this bridge. Phenomenal. What a great day on our first day of shooting here in Austin, Texas. Today we've taken you inside the transit system, the bus and rail system. We've shown you some of the best barbecue in Texas, maybe some of the best in the nation at Terry Black's. On the second half of today's episode, we're going to show you the music scene up close like you've never seen it before here in Austin. And with Dottie Watkins, the CEO, and her team, we're going to show you their massive expansion project of public transportation happening right here in Austin. Stick around for the second half of Transit Unplugged TV. So Nate, we're at a famous Instagram-worthy spot here.
Yes.
What's the street? Tell us what's going on here.
We're at Joe's Coffee here at South Congress, a very popular tourist spot. You got shops, food, music, everything Austin has to offer.
It's great. Dottie, we're here at the Republic Square station, and I've heard about this place called Barton Springs. What's that?
Well, Barton Springs is an Austin landmark. It is a spring-fed pool that Austinites in Central Texas have been swimming in since probably before we were Austin.
I got one question. How do I get there?
Well, you're in the perfect spot because here at Republic Square Station, we will get the Route 30 and it'll take us straight there.
All right, let's go. So we're on the number 30 bus.
Yeah, headed to Barton Springs.
This stop is pretty big.
Yeah, this is Republic Square Station that we're leaving now. It's the largest stop in our entire bus network. We have a whole bunch of routes that stop here. It's a connection point for a lot of our routes. We run commuter bus from here, local bus, and our Metro Rapid BRT service also stops there, both lines.
Tell me about your bus service in general. We've talked about, the expansion of rail, but your network really has a big bus service.
Yeah, we are today and we'll really, for as far as we can tell, always be primarily a bus system. We have 460 buses. We cover a very large service area that includes not just Austin, but also 5 member cities in our surrounding region. So pre-pandemic, we were seeing month-over-month ridership increases for about 18 months. And we're seeing a lot of that ridership come back.
That's great. And your on-time performance, you told me, is pretty good, better than the national average.
Our on-time performance is back where we were pre-pandemic in the 81 to 83 range, depending on the route and the day and the time of day. So we're very happy with it. Our bus operations team works real hard to make sure that our service on the street is really protected, and they've done a great job.
Dottie, you were telling me that you and that driver started at the same time?
Yeah, so we both drove at the same time. I started my career as a shuttle bus operator when I was a student at the University of Texas. And I think it is that experience of having come up through the ranks, having driven myself, having trained operators, having been involved in supervising and dispatching and all of that stuff, that I understand how hard their job is. And I know that it might look easy on the outside, but it can be really draining. And so, one of my goals as a CEO is to make sure that everything we do is designed to support and enable our frontline teams. Because frankly, they're the ones that fulfill our mission every day, right? Our mission is to move people, and they move the people for us.
Dottie, this is fantastic. We made it to Barton Springs. Tell me something about this.
Yeah, so Barton Springs is a spring-fed pool, as it's aptly named, that comes from the Barton Springs that come out of the Edwards Aquifer, which is the water aquifer underneath most of Central Texas. It's actually the source of all of our drinking water.
Wow.
It's home to the Barton Springs salamander, which is an endangered species that lives up in the springs, and so we work real hard to make sure that we take good care of that. It's open year-round and stays at a pretty steady constant temperature of about 68 degrees.
While in Austin, I took part in a fun and informative transit conference called Move America. We're at the Move America conference, where thousands of people have gathered here in Austin, Texas, to learn about some of the latest trends. I'll be moderating a couple panels on mobility as a service, and to see all the latest high-tech suppliers for the public transportation industry. Now we take you behind the scenes, where most folks never get to see, CapMetro's large North Operations Center, where they service both bus and rail. Take a look with me at their vehicle maintenance and fueling facilities and operations control center. Hey Muriel, thanks for having us out to your big operations facility. Tell us about where we're at.
Actually, right now we are at North Operations Facility at CapMetro, and we're actually standing in our rail maintenance facility. As you can see, a train is behind us here. This is where we have all our services for rail and buses that come out of this location. We also have our North Operations Command Center here. OCC Command Center is here, where we actually run all our dispatching services from bus, rail, and public safety. What's that boat?
I think I got a screw loose. We're out here in the bus yard, and I know once a year, I've always wanted to come to South by Southwest, and I know you have thousands of people coming here. Does it impact transit?
Yes, it definitely does. It's one of our largest events of the year. We have an influx of people that come into the city and they want to use transportation.
Nate, this is an amazing electric bus charging yard facility. I mean, I've never seen this many consecutively chargers.
Yeah, so in the first phase, we have charging capabilities for New Flyer and Proterra buses, and we were actually the first agency to demonstrate interoperability charging.
Austin is known around the world for its music scene. From country to rock, there are plenty of venues for live music. We got to take in a lot of them, including a concert at Saxon Pub. And we got to hear a local legend play and sing. And now we're going to bring you a little of the Austin music scene with David Grissom. Famous guitarist, played with John Mellencamp, has a bunch of albums of his own. We're at the Saxon Pub tonight. Enjoy. We're on the Pfluger pedestrian bridge here with the great cityscape of Austin behind us. We've taken you on a phenomenal visit today in the trend-setting city of Austin, Texas. Showing you their transit expansion programs with CEO Dottie Watkins and her executive team, giving you a taste of the barbecue and a sound of that Austin sound music. And make sure you tune in to the next 2 episodes in Kansas City and Memphis so you can compare the barbecue for yourself. All on Transit Unplugged TV.